nothing might come out of this, but at least you're going to put a smile on the rest of her, on her face for the rest of the day.
On the rest of her face. Namaste everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video with Corina, our lovely friend. We actually got a lot of positive feedback on the video that we did with Corina on how to text guys, and we thought that this question answer method of doing a video is kind of interesting and also gets the perspective from the other gender, which you hopefully are. Today we're going to do a video on guys. I am going to ask Corina a few questions. For example, what do you find attractive? How should they dress themselves? And general freaking stuff, but which matters a lot in the big picture. We'll begin straight away with the most simple and basic question which everybody is interested in, and that is, when do you find a guy attractive? Whether looks are important in a guy or not, whether the guy needs to be attractive or not. Corina, what's your thought on that?
Well, he obviously needs to be attractive. That's the first thing you see in a guy. So when you're walking down the street and you see an attractive guy, you're going to decide whether, well, if he approaches you or he doesn't, you're going to decide whether you want to speak further to him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence, I think it's also a really, really big thing. Mm-hmm. But he can be arrogant. So be confident but not arrogant. So if you see a pretty girl on the street and you find her attractive, go and say you're pretty. Give her a compliment. It might not lead to anything, but at least you might put a smile on her face for the rest of the day and she might remember you.
I actually have a question over there that, for example, if there's a guy, all right, and you know him and he doesn't look as good, all right?
Yeah.
So, because I want to know to what extent looks matter in a guy. So if there's a guy who looks good, all right, versus if there's a guy who looks average, but the average guy exudes more confidence, exudes more masculinity, exudes more, manliness in him, versus the attractive, good-looking guy who's like always, looking down, can't meet people in the eye when he's talking, or if his body language is kind of closed. What would you prefer in that kind of a situation?
I probably prefer the confident guy over the good-looking guy, just because he's gonna carry himself differently. He's gonna look ahead. He's not gonna look down and be shy about everybody or every girl he sees on the street. I also think style, if a guy is gonna be dressed nicely, he's obviously gonna be a little bit more confident than a guy who doesn't. So it doesn't matter how good looking a guy is gonna be. If his clothes are dirty, if it's maybe not dirty, but if his clothes are wrinkled and if his shoes are dirty, you're probably not going to find him as attractive as he is.
Fuck. Okay, so you're saying that grooming and appearance in a way matters in a guy. That even if the guy is good looking, but for example, if his clothes are dirty or if he lacks style or is like dressed up goofily, you will not be attracted to him. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think so. I mean, how hard can it be to iron your shirt in the morning and to clean your shoes and to walk out and be presentable to everybody? You're basically showing off I think your clothes would kind of be a mirror of your day-to-day life. So if your clothes aren't going to be nice, if your clothes are not going to be ironed, if you're not going to be groomed, it's going to mirror what you're like in real life. It's going to show that you're not organized. It's going to show that you're not taking care of your things properly. It's going to show you're not organized in life, in a relationship maybe, or in work.
So in a way, it is like a visual cue for you to understand that if a guy is well groomed and if a guy is taking care of himself, that he's got his shit together in a way, and that if he takes care of himself, then obviously he can also kind of take care of a girl. Maybe is that kind of
sense,
in some sense.
Plus, if a guy is well groomed, obviously a girl is going to try and be more attractive for him because she wants to get to that standard.
The same level. Yeah, makes sense. But in terms of the average guy who's well groomed and well styled versus the good looking guy who is not well groomed and not stylish or something, you're saying that the average looking guy will have higher chances. So in a way, the takeaway is something like that. An average guy can upgrade himself if he grooms himself well and styles himself well. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I think clothes for guys is like makeup for girls. Whether if he's not that good looking, he can always make himself appear good or better looking with clothes.
Yeah.
As a girl would with makeup. No?
A decent haircut, guys. A decent haircut makes all the difference. And a well-kept, neat beard. Like, it doesn't need to be like pubic hair over here, and it doesn't need to be like clean shaven either. But as long as you keep it neat, as long as you keep it clean, I think it makes a big difference, guys. A decent haircut I might make a video on that actually.
And also one more thing that really annoys me is guys that don't wear the right fit
Right fit,
clothes
yeah.
or right fit suits.
Yeah.
It's just killing me all the time.
Yeah, guys, like a decent haircut and clothes that fucking fit, all right? Don't wear your dad's shirt and don't wear your mom's pants. I don't know if they'll fit you, but don't wear your mom's pants. So the next question I have for you is that a lot of times when, you know, people are courting each other, like they're dating, guys and girls,